Good morning, YouTube. This is Chris coming to you with DEI Dragons high rated match. I am 1001 rating versus Diverator 93, who is 1047 rating. So we are both ranked in the top 200 in Edison. And RPS, I win and I go first. You got Redem D, Dandelion, MST, Debris Dragon, and Charge. Draw Caius for turn. We're gonna charge. We milled Lala, never fails. We're gonna go ahead and get Ryko. But I set Dandelion here. The reason why I set Dandelion here specifically, one is because I have Caius and Debris Dragon in my hand. And I expect my opponent to play a weaker monster to attack over the Ryko. Because he believes that this is Ryko. Because we just searched it. And we pass. And as stated, he wanted that Flame Veil Magician in the graveyard. What's going to end up happening is that Flame Veil Magician going to get banished by this Caius. And so I tribute summon Caius to banish it. We don't have to worry about it coming back off for kindling. And he takes 24. So he sets. We summon Debris. Bring back Dandelion. We're going for Stardust Dragon. That was an aggressive play, but the reason why we do it is because when we summoned Caius, he did not respond. He should have responded with at least a bottomless to protect his life points. He didn't do that. He didn't mirror force us. He didn't play torrential, so that Stardust was safe to come down. We're going to keep pressing for damage and go for gain. And so literally the play is to keep putting the pressure on your opponent here. You really don't want him to draw like Book of Moon, and then he'll go, if he plays Flame Veil Magician and he plays Fire Dog, you don't want him to book the Caius, Fire Dog over the Caius, bring out another Magician, get the game out of hand. So he did have Mirror Force, right? Good thing we summoned that Stardust. Excuse me. He MSTs at the end phase. He's just going to attack over a token. We draw our Mirror Force. We're going to summon Red MD. Banish Debris. Summon Red MD. Bring out Stardust. Again, just trying to keep the pressure on. So this looks like a Flame Cat deck. My friend Mike Kelly plays something like this. He's taught with it many times. I have a lot of experience playing against this. So he's not going to pop. He's just milling with the Ryko. Yep, you see he says it right there. Only mill. Set the Mirror Force. Avarice. So if he keeps light and dark, he's hoping to draw Chaos Sorcerer. Let's see if he tries to keep light and dark. Looks like it. Yep, he's hoping to draw Chaos Sorcerer. Let's take a look at his hand real quick. So he has Chaos Sorcerer. Okay. And he banishes the Stardust. Sets the Ryko. Cool. And here, we're just going to make Black Rose. We don't care about the tokens. We're going to put the Chaos Sorcerer in attack mode. And 0, and we have enough monsters to kill him. He's already used his Mirror Force, so we're not afraid of that. It's gonna kill him no matter what. Theoretically, oh yeah, no, this looks like a misplay on his part, honestly, because I'm. Oh no, it's not. I'm misspeaking. It's not. Dandelion can't activate. So you can still get priority on Black Rose. Now, if the Dandelion was not here, I could not get priority on Black Rose because Dandelion would be Chainlink 1 but when Black Rose is summoned. and I'm not using the effect to destroy everything. I would be using the effect to banish to switch this to attack. So that's the reason why he scoops here and doesn't even attempt the bottomless. We're going to side. Um, all right, game 2 we open Plague, Lala, Prime, Red MD, Mirror Force. He sets a monster, sets a back row. I normal Lala. In my opinion, Lala did its job. It got bottomless. It did its job. That's what we want. We pass. I don't set the Mirror Force here. A little greedy, but this deck can out resource you very quickly, so you kind of got to take big swings at it. In this instance, you're going to pay for it, but we get, we're blessed that Plague Spreader is what got hit. Alright, so we draw Caius. We can't fool around right now. We gotta push. He's got a Book of Moon and a Torrential set. We don't know that, but it's Book of Moon Torrential set. So we gotta push here. The Torrentials, that's fine. We set Mirror Force. Sets another one, passes. We set the Wyvern. We set Wyvern to play around bottomless. If he summoned Fire Dog there, we would use the Mirror Force on the Fire Dog. We go for Prime Material here. We go for Prime Material to play around Mirror Force and bottomless again. Unfortunate, we're going to get DP'd here. That's the reason why. Oh, and this also could just be Raikou as well. Alright, so we get blessed with a Dandelion Mill. Our opponent has Book of Moon and books the Trooper. Raikou hits the back row. We're not Mirror Forcing today, fellas. And then you'll see we get to draw a card off the Fire Dog, but Fire Dog gets to summon Flame Veil Magician, and this is what you don't want. This is what I was afraid of game 1, is that Fire Dog gets to resolve. Now the Rekindling is live. It just puts them so far ahead. Now we get Mind Control. So I sided in the Mind Control specifically against quality Synchro decks. And when I say quality, I mean like decks that can do what this deck does. You can just shell out Stardust Dragon, shell out Synchros very quickly, very easily. That's what this deck is made to do against an Assault mode deck. I probably would still side Mind Control in, but it's probably not going to be nearly as effective. But so the reason is because I can steal this Stardust Dragon here. If I had Future Fusion, I would steal the Stardust, play Future Fusion, because the Stardust can negate a card like MST or Oppression if they try to stop the Future Fusion. And then, you know, if it's not Oppression, if you're just trying to play the Future Fusion, what you could do is banish the Stardust to summon Red MD. Because when you steal someone's monster, you never want to give it back. So here we draw Mind Control. We're going to Mind Control the Stardust. We're going to banish it. I'm sorry, we summon first. Play around Torrential. Play around Bottomless. So Torrential and double Bottomless is in the grave. So we didn't necessarily need to do it there, but it's still smart too. So we're still playing around Mirror Force though. So we attack. Stardust can attack. Banish Stardust. Summon Red MD. And here comes the Rekindling. Oof. So now we see he's on 3 Flame Veil Magician. Oh, 2. 2 still. Okay. Sorry, I thought that was the second one. So pretty back and forth game. Here comes a second Stardust. Good information. Now we know he plays 2. The Karma Cut was set as a bluff. So here I banished the Wyvern, the Summon Wyvern. A lot of people don't know you can do that. Red Eyes Wyvern says once per turn during your end phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Red Eyes monster. Red Eyes Wyvern is a Red Eyes monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. You cannot normal summon or set during the turn you activate this effect. So I'm just fueling the return and protecting my life points. I know that he has lethal on board, so I want to return during my turn, and then if possible, I would like to put the Wyverns back in the grave if I can synchro with them or if I can tribute them. So we're okay with taking that damage. He doesn't use the Stardust to attack, which is not bad on his part because theoretically, if he used that Stardust to attack, and I have Deep Prison, his Stardust is now making his Caius and the rest of his commitment vulnerable. So he doesn't swing with it there. We're going to return. There goes suppression. Cool. That's game. There was no win in that game when you got Stardust and oppression at that lower life points. So game 3, we start off with Debris. I'm sorry, I wish I could go back. Debris, Karma Cut, Red MD, Prime, Chaos Sorcerer, Karma Cut. So we're going to be aggressive because we know how aggressive his deck is. We're going to start off with Normal Summon Debris. That was a misclick. Normal Summon Debris, Banish Debris, Summon Red MD, Summon Prime Material, set Karma Cut Pass. Now our opponent sets. So we draw Gorge for turn. Okay. The attack order is very important here. We got deep prison last time. So you want to attack with the Red MD here for 2 reasons. If this card is MST, which I know I'm hovering over and showing you it's torrential, but if this card is MST, we have Gores, our opponent could have Gores. If you attack with the big 2800, they can chain the MST, target your back row, and then drop Gores. Now you got a 2800 Gores token on the board. So Raikou pops the back row. Prime cannot protect back rows. You see, I didn't attack with the Prime. Specifically because I attacked, he had Raikou and did not use it on the Red MD. Set another Karma Cut. Here we go, we draw Red MD. This time we attack. And we just take the chance. We take the chance the second time. We can't let the resources build up in the graveyard for a power play. So theoretically, I could have did 48 to him, but that's hindsight thinking. Hindsight's always 20 and 20. Gold Sark for Future Fusion. Best card in the deck. You're always going to Gold Sark for Future Fusion when you can. We no longer believe that's Deep Prison. If it was, he would have used it. We're going to attack the Raikou. He's going to clear our back row again. So that Raikou's doing everything he needs it to do. We are so blessed he's not drawn into Rekindling and such. We're just trying to beat him down. New back row. Could have been Deep Prison. It wasn't. Okay. Right here. I believe we target the back row. But let's check the graveyard. There's nothing in grave. We get Future Fusion next turn. I believe I target the back row here. But it might not be. It's actually a good idea to just hit the Fire Dog. Let's see what I target. Okay, I target the Fire Dog. The reason why I targeted the Fire Dog is because the Fire Dog will get a Flame Veil Magician for him, which sets up the play that I was telling you about. I don't want to see him be able to make that big synchro play. He sets another back row. We draw Caius. We add Future Fusion. That's 2 turns of Gold Sark. We played a Red MD's effect here, specifically because we want to tribute summon the Caius and hit one of those back rows and start swinging for game. We've already played around oppression because if he uses oppression, Prime Material can just negate it. Both monsters are face up already. So you'll see. I'm gonna tribute. I'm gonna hit this back row. Yep. And so he uses the bottomless there on the Caius. And I'm gonna use Prime to protect it, sending Gores. Then he uses Torrential. You can chain Prime again. This is why Prime is better than Stardust. Specifically as a main deck monster, it is better than Stardust for this reason right here. And he shows his hand. Very good game. Diverator 93. Well played. Guys, this is DEI Dragons, high rated DB Edison ladder. Signing off. Peace.